And joining us now is Democratic Senator Peter Welch of Vermont. Senator, thanks for being here. First, you're not only a lawmaker, you are also a lawyer. How would you describe what happened in Minneapolis this weekend?
Well, we all saw the videos. Two 37-year-old people, a mother of three, and then an ICU nurse works at the VA, were shot and killed. And the immediate response by Kristi Noem is essentially no big deal. It was their own fault. They're domestic terrorists. It's truly a shocking situation. And I think many of my Republican colleagues are dismayed that there's a refusal on the part of Kristi Noem or the administration to even have an investigation. You know, when I talk to law enforcement officers here in Vermont, this is not policing that they at all respect. There has to be an investigation, and the tactics of ICE, where they're acting with impunity, have to be challenged.
You say your Republican colleagues that you're talking to are dismayed. They want an investigation. So are you, as a body, prepared to take action against the administration? What does that look like?
Well, two things. There's been this talk of a shutdown. We don't want a shutdown. We want accountability. And in fact, 5 of the 6 appropriation bills have been bipartisan, and we should move those. What we should do is have a separate vote on DHS. By the way, even with the shutdown, they have got $75 billion in the One Big Beautiful Bill. So the debate here is about accountability. In my view, is that number one, we should have separate votes. That allows the American people to hold each and every one of us accountable. That's Senator Thune's decision. Number two, we should all agree that there absolutely has to be an independent investigation. Number three, you heard Mr. Comer. He and I approach this a little differently, but ICE ought to get out of Minnesota. It is causing chaos and bedlam, and they should do a strategic withdrawal. In fourth, Noem's got to go. I mean, we have the head of this department who spends a lot of her time in self-promotion, the $200 million video shoot in Mount Rushmore. And then when there is a serious situation involving the death of 2 citizens, she calls them domestic terrorists. No one has confidence that she's doing this job on the level.
So you say Noem's got to go, but at this point, she's not necessarily going to resign, as far as we know. Would you support her impeachment?
I would, if that's what it took, but she should resign. I mean, she is a real problem because what she's doing is turning the function of immigration and enforcement away from enforcement and into being kind of a shock troop that goes into cities and acts with impunity. She's blown the job. You know, we need immigration enforcement, but that's not what she's doing. It's mass intimidation.
Vermont Senator Peter Welch, thank you very much for taking the time with us today. We'll be watching to see what happens with this funding bill fight later this week.